The book of Isaiah 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Machak Wadash. Peace and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, the title of this lesson is going to be They Should Identify as Missile Fuel. And a bit of a play on the whole alphabet mafia. You know, how they choose to so-called identify, you know. And really, they should all identify as the sacrifice, you know, the mindless sheep marching off the cliff, you know, basically animals to the slaughter. And that is going to come when the Lord brings that judgment, which is going to come by the way of an ICBM with their name on it. Many ICBMs with their name on it. All right. But every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Ancient battles, you know, the clanging of weapons, shields, you know, bow and arrows flying through the sky, piercing through men. But this is different because this shall be with burning a fuel of fire. That is what's going to come in this third world's war. All right. What's known as the third woe. All right. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. I mean, there is nothing left here for us, man. If you are a so-called Black, Latino, or Native American of the nation of Israel, all right, and also of the other nations, amongst our people, I should say, scattered amongst the nations, America has nothing for you, all right? America has nothing, absolutely nothing for us, man. But sorrow, death, as it is written, this is not our rest, okay? So what's left to happen? The destruction, all right? The second war is past. That's the Second World War, which already happened, okay? The third woe cometh quickly. All right, so you might get tripped up and say, well, if this was written 2,000 years ago, how could it say the second woe is past? Well, in the vision, at the time that the Apostle John was envisioning, he's referring to at this time, it would be the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. He's prophesying about this time. Okay? We're at the time where the second woe is past. That's World War II. Woe just means destruction. That third woe coming is that burning of fuel of fire. So all these sodomites, all these people that identify this way and identify that way, we're going to get it in Romans, the first chapter, man. Okay? And a lot of people are becoming hip to it. Even a lot of so-called Christians, you know, which many of them are of the elect. You know, now we always get on Christians and they are bugged out. But a lot of them have that zeal, but it's just not according to knowledge. It's not their time yet to wake up. But there is going to be many that are going to wake up, and they can see the filth of what's happening, and they have a problem with it. Okay, Romans 1 and let's read 21. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. This is the masses of people. Their imagination is vain. Their foolish heart was dark. Let's see what it says in the NLT. All right. Romans, the first chapter in the NLT. Okay. Romans 1 and 21 in the NLT. Yes, they knew God, but they wouldn't worship him as God. Yeah, they're aware of the Most High or even give him thanks. And they began to think up foolish ideas of what God was like. As a result, their minds became dark and confused, right? So they'll say, well, you know, a lot of people like to make mention of the Most High God, but they don't know what the Most High God is really about. It's all just lip service, okay? Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Okay, so they proclaim all this wisdom, the wisdom of the ages, you know, the ancient hermetic this and that, and Freemasonry and all this nonsense that they get into. All right. Satanism. They try to profess as though Satanism is actually wisdom. It's disguised, and it's just a confusion, because they try to portray the righteous way, which is just a straightforward to follow the scriptures. It doesn't have to be some complex, convoluted thing. Follow the Lord and live. Okay, if you're an Israelite. It says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, into birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. So this is what they do. They worship idols. They try to make the Most High, who's incorruptible, glorious, eternal, infinitely wise, infinitely knowledgeable, infinitely merciful, man. Towards his elect, though. Okay, and even the 2/3, they're going to receive that infinite mercy because they're going to come back and enjoy a righteous rulership. They're just going to have to feel that second death on this side. All right. Okay, but they want to liken the Most High into a crocodile, a bird. You have the Egyptian gods like Thoth, where it's a man with a bird's head. All types of nonsense, man. When you really look into what these people believe in, who should really be ashamed? They try to make us feel embarrassed or, oh my, like try to shame us. Look at the shit these people believe in, though. All right? Who changed the truth of God into a lie. Oh, Slack 24. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Yep. What does it say in NLT? So God abandoned them to do whatever shameful things their hearts desired. Yeah, when the Lord abandons you, he doesn't have the spirit of understanding on you to avoid these things and to know right from wrong. So you just do whatever. And that's according to his will anyways. As a result, they did vile and degrading things with each other's bodies. Is that not what goes on every day here? All right. Everything in this kingdom is defiled, man. The food is defiled. The people are defiled. The minds are defiled. The air is defiled. The water is defiled. It's just enough is enough, man. We need to go. We need to get out of here, man. If not, no flesh will be saved. Gil Bates got his goddamn GMO foods in the grocery store, man. This is just there's no escaping it, man. Smoke in the air, it's just too much. It has to end. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Yeah, they traded the truth about Yahweh Shem Yahshua for a lie. So they worship and serve the things the Most High created instead of the Creator himself, who is worthy of eternal praise. Amen. Now, it says it in Wisdom of Solomon, that the heathen would make a god out of the moon, out of the sun, out of different elements of the Lord's creation. But you have to understand that it had a source beyond what you're just seeing with your senses, which these are beautiful things. These are awe-inspiring things that the Lord created. Don't get me wrong. The sun, the moon, the stars, all these things. But you can't get so caught up to where you think that is the Most High. There is a power above all of it that created it. And his name is Yahweh. And his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Right? It says that is why the Most High abandoned them to their shameful desires. Even the women turned against the natural way to have sex. What is that? All right. Nowadays, they got it all messed up, but we know what that is. Between a man and a woman, point blank period, is very simple. That's where we all came from. And instead indulge in sex with each other. It's an unnatural use. Really, a woman and a woman cannot have sex because sex is to cut six, going to the connecting. The similarity between the word sex and six is because the number 6 represents a cutting. All right. And that is what happens when you have intercourse with a woman. Your rod penetrates and cuts. It really, we're dealing with a virgin. All right. There is a cutting involved, which is why the blood of the virgin, or I forget what it was the cloth. It was a cloth. I forget exactly the phrase that it was, but it's essentially the cloth that's used to prove the bride's virginity. All right. Oh, token of virginity. Salaki. That was what it was. The token of virginity. Okay. Ancient custom. If a man were to say, well, my wife is not actually a virgin, well, the parents will have a token of virginity to provide and say, yes, she is. Look, here's the token. Okay. And the men, instead of having normal sexual relations with women, burn with lust for each other. Come on. Come on now. Ain't no getting around this, man. That's why you're all missile food. They're all gonna be sorry, about the things they do. When you look at these people, man, they're all full of pride now and da da da. But when the missiles are just about to drop, man, and they're at that last few moments of their life, they're gonna realize how mistaken they were, man. And that's gonna be the beautiful part of it, man. And at this point, whatever we got to go through, man, Jacob's trouble, pain and anguish, whatever it is, the Lord is gonna bring us through. May Yahweh Hashem Yahushua strengthen us for these days and bring us through it. But it'll be well worth it for us to go through whatever hell we got to go through just to see these people go through it even worse, man. Because they are puffed up, you see? But they did shameful things with other men. And as a result of this sin, they suffered within themselves the penalty they deserve. There's a recompense. Okay? A lot of filth, man. And the way to clean up that filth is with the fire. Okay? The day cometh that shall burn as an oven. Okay? You sound like a broken record. That's what all y'all ever talk about. Well, man, change the video. I'm not forcing you to watch this. Nobody's forcing you to watch these videos. Go watch a Cardi B video or go watch Doja Cat dip herself in blood again. You fucking idiot. If that's what you're into, man. People act like we owe them something. We owe the Lord to serve him. That's it. And by serving him, we feed his sheep. Yeah. You come up here like, we got to stop everything just because, if a nigga can't get it, we moving on, man. Here it is. We all came in contrite. We all came in whatever's required. We're willing and able. That was the mindset we had. All right, we're going to learn the scriptures. We're going to study. We're going to get with the brotherhood. We're going to do what we got to do. We get our lumps along the way. We get our rebukes along the way. And we just trying to strive to do better, to be accepted by the Lord. But here come a nigga and he wants like us to prove to be accepted of him. No, we're in the wrong. We need to come in the right spirit. Okay, Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. There it is. All right. So that's the day that's coming. It shall burn as an oven. All the proud, all right? All that do wickedly shall be stubble. That's these people, man. All right. That's these people. They're wicked. They're proud. They're sottish. They engage in filthy things. They don't consider how it's going to affect the next generation. Look at the Adam 22 thing, man. That's an example of missile fluid. Everybody involved got to be burned. And then he went and interviewed the bitch, his wife, his whore, and the dude that did it, man. The most awkwardest shit, the most awkward, most detestable, it was just a mess, man. This is America, Babylon. You see why Benjamin made all them songs about Babylon. They had a zeal, but not according to knowledge. But they knew that Babylon is a bad place, man, a wicked place, unrighteous. And that's why this day that's going to come, that's going to burn. All right, it's going to be there with the missiles and Yahushua with the laser beams, man. Concentrated fire. Concentrated fire upon their ass. That's it, man. And that's how it's got to be, because they are proud against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua of hosts, the power of heaven and earth, man. All right. But unto you that fear my name, fear his name. You have to know it to fear it. All right. You have to know the names to fear them. Shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Yeah, in this case, it mentions the Son, which really is symbolic of Yahweh Shai. Okay. But these people want to worship the Son itself, or they'll try to say that in the scriptures when it's talking about the Lord, it's really talking about the Son. You people are stupid, man. Spiritually inept. But anyways, that's it for the lesson. Lord's will be it was edifying. Well, you know what? I'll read this third verse here real quick. It says, "And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh Shem Yahshua of hosts." Yeah, the elect's going to be in the chariots. All right. And these people are going to be burning up. Lord's will, we're a part of that number. Call halal yim lai Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Hashem Achak Wadash. Lord's will, I catch you on the next lesson. Shalom.